The Pandavas, living as Brahmins, earned their food by begging in the local Brahmin neighborhoods. According to their scriptures, Brahmins should gather alms like bees collecting nectar, taking a little from many sources without burdening anyone. Kunti was deeply pained by the irony that her heroic sons, members of a noble Kshatriya family, were now reduced to begging in the streets of Ekachakra. She hoped and prayed for better days ahead. She would collect all the food they received and divide it into 2 portions, one for Bhima and the other for herself and the rest of the family. Bhima's enormous appetite earned him the nickname Vrkodara, meaning the one with the belly of a wolf. Despite this, Bhima made friends with a local potter, who gave him a large pot. Bhima used this pot to entertain the city's children. Ekachakra had a troubled history. Long ago, it was ruled by a great Kshatriya dynasty, and the people lived in peace and prosperity. But now, the city was terrorized by a Rakshasa named Baka. The former prince had fled, leaving the city at the mercy of Baka, who would come and kill indiscriminately men, women, and children alike, before returning to his nearby cave. To save their lives, the city leaders made a deal with Baka. Each week, a cart filled with delicious food, ghee, meat, rice, curds, and wine, was sent to him. This arrangement had been in place for 13 years. Brave princes tried to free the city from Baka's grip, but most were defeated or killed. Baka was content with his weekly meals and the bullocks and drivers sent to him. One day, a loud crying was heard from the house where the Pandavas were staying. All the brothers except Bhima heard the sounds of distress. Kunti went inside to find out what had happened, fearing that disaster had struck. The Brahmin head of the household was comforting his wife, who was crying. He said, "There's no use in crying. As the turn to offer food to the Rakshasa has come to us this week, I will go. It's your job to prepare the food." The wife, still weeping, replied, "If you go, our 2 children will be left orphaned. I can't raise them alone. If you die, I'll be left in a miserable state, vulnerable to wicked people. I will sacrifice myself so you can continue to care for the children." The husband refused to accept his wife's suggestion. He said, "I am the protector of the family. How can I let you be given to the Rakshasa? It would be a terrible sin, and I would surely be doomed to hell." Their daughter then stepped forward and offered herself as a sacrifice to the Rakshasa. The father replied, "We didn't have you just to offer you up to this monster. You deserve to marry a good man. It's my duty to go, and I must go. Please help your mother prepare the food." Finally, the young son came out with a burning stick and said, "Don't worry, I'll go and kill the Rakshasa." The parents, though sad, couldn't help but laugh at the boy's naive bravery. The father said, "You're meant to continue our family line and honor us after we're gone. We know no one can defeat the Rakshasa. But if you insist, then let's all go and let the monster feast fully." Meanwhile, Kunti spoke to the Brahmin, expressing her sympathy and offering help. The Brahmin replied, "Our trouble is too great for your help. The city is under Baka's control, and nothing can save us now. Without a strong leader, everything suffers: domestic life, happiness, prosperity. We have no hope left." Understanding the gravity of the situation, Kunti discussed it with Bhima, who was eager to help. She returned to the Brahmin and said, "Noble Brahmin, I have 5 sons. I will send one of them to help you." The Brahmin was astonished and questioned Kunti's decision. She assured him, "Even if we had 100 sons, no parent would willingly sacrifice one. My son Bhima is ready to go. It's not a sacrifice but a chance for him to help end the demon's terror. Please prepare the food." The Brahmin and his wife, though still confused, began to prepare the food with new hope. When Yudhishthir returned home and saw Bhima in high spirits, he asked Kunti about the situation. She explained her promise to the Brahmin family. Yudhishthir worried about risking Bhima's life, as he was their current protector and future hope. Kunti responded, "It is a Kshatriya's duty to protect and assist those in need." Bhima is ready to face this challenge. The family agreed that they needed to pay back the Brahmin's kindness. Bhimasena stepped in and assured his brothers that he was ready and there was nothing to worry about. The city's people arrived at the Brahmin's house with their share of food, curds, meat, rice, and other treats. A cart with 2 bullocks was ready to go. Bhima surprised everyone by taking the driver's seat. The crowd admired his bravery, and a musical band played to give him a hero's farewell. The city's children, who loved Bhima, joined the procession, unaware of the danger. Bhima stopped the procession at the Rakshas's cave entrance and sent everyone away to safety. Hungry from not eating for days, Bhima eagerly began eating the food from the cart, as he knew the fight would ruin it. When the Rakshasa appeared, furious at Bhima's defiance, a fierce battle began. Bhima, strong and ready, fought fiercely. Despite Baka's size and hunger, Bhima managed to overpower him, finally killing him with a decisive blow. Bhima dragged the Rakshas's body to the city gates and was greeted as a hero by the grateful citizens.